Hello everyone. Welcome to UPSC Explainer 101. Today, we'll explore devotional paths to the divine from Class 7 NCERT History Chapter 6. Let's dive in. How did the intense devotion or love of God evolve in various forms of worship? Answer. Emerged from the 8th century onwards, developed in societies that were growing through towns, trade, and expanding empire, strengthened by a popular belief in rebirth and the existence of a supreme God. Bhakti paved the way for diverse forms of worship. How did Nainars and Alwars influence the Bhakti movement in South India? Answer. Nainars and Alwars emerged between the 7th to 9th centuries. Nainars devoted themselves to Lord Shiva. Alwars were devoted to Lord Vishnu. They came from various caste backgrounds, emphasized on achieving salvation through love for the deity. Their influence spread through poems they compose. What were the characteristics of Bhakti in North India after the 13th century? Answer. Merged influences from Islam, Brahmanical Hinduism, and Sufism. Prominent saints include Kabir and Baba Guru Nanak. Emphasis on personal relationship with God. Rejected ritualistic practices and caste differences. How did Sufism influence India? Answer. Rooted in mystical Islamic beliefs. Prioritized love for God and compassion towards humans. Rejected ritualistic practices. Sufism arrived in the 11th century. Assemblies were held in places called khanqahs. Sufism integrated elements from the Bhakti tradition. How did figures like Kabir and Baba Guru Nanak influence the movements? Answer. Kabir, a weaver from Banaras, emphasized inner worship and focused on a formless supreme God. Baba Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism, stressed the worship of one God and believed that caste or creed should not determine liberation. What philosophies were introduced by Shankara and Ramanuja? Answer. Shankara introduced Advaita philosophy, which views the world as an illusion and believes salvation is achieved by understanding Brahman. Ramanuja's Vishishtadvaita philosophy believes the soul is distinct from the supreme God and emphasizes devotion to Vishnu for salvation. What role did rituals and traditions play in the Bhakti and Sufi movements? Answer. Bhakti emphasized simplicity, shunning elaborate rituals. Sufism introduced new rituals like sama, listening to music, and qawwali. Both movements saw the development of community meals as an expression of unity and love. How did the Bhakti and Sufi movements influence literature and art? Answer. Poetic compositions became a major tool for expressing devotion. Vernacular languages like Tamil, Hindi, and Punjabi flourished. Themes of love, separation, and union with the divine became popular in art. What were the social implications of the Bhakti and Sufi movements in India? Answer. Challenged the traditional caste hierarchy, encouraged equality and brotherhood among devotees, focused on a personal connection with God, sidelining intermediaries like priests. How do the Bhakti and Sufi movements compare in terms of beliefs, practices, and impact? Answer. Both prioritize a personal relationship with the divine. Bhakti has diverse sects focusing on various deities. Sufism centers around Allah. While both challenge ritualistic practices, their ways of expressing devotion vary. How do the teachings of Bhakti and Sufi movements resonate in today's society? Answer. Emphasis on universal brotherhood as echoed in global movements for equality. Teachings of love and compassion are more relevant than ever in an interconnected world. Their focus on inner spirituality over external rituals aligns with modern spiritual practices. How did the Bhakti movement manifest differently across various regions of India? Answer. In Maharashtra, saints like Gyaneshwar and Eknath spread the message. In Bengal, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu emphasized devotion to Krishna. Rajasthani saints like Mirabai sang of her love for Krishna. Each region had its own unique flavor, adapting the core principles of Bhakti to local cultures and traditions. These themes and questions should provide a comprehensive understanding of the Bhakti and Sufi movements in India. Prelims MCQs. The Bhakti and Sufi movements challenged which of the following? A. The idea of pilgrimage. B. The traditional caste hierarchy. C. The concept of rebirth. D. The practice of meditation. Answer. B. The traditional caste hierarchy. Sufism primarily centers its devotion around A. Various deities. B. Nature. C. Allah. D. Cosmic energy. Answer. C. Allah. What do the teachings of Bhakti and Sufi movements emphasize in today's society? A. Economic prosperity. B. Technological advancements. C. Universal brotherhood and equality. D. Political dominion. Answer: C. Universal brotherhood and equality. The term bhakti in the bhakti movement refers to A. Rituals and ceremonies, B. Devotional love and surrender, C. Philosophical discussions, D. Ascetic practices. Answer: B. Devotional love and surrender. What does Sufi mean? A. Royal, B. One who wears wool, C. Warrior, D. Priest. Answer: B. One who wears wool. Sama, in the context of the Sufi movement, refers to A. Fasting during holy months, B. Debates on religious texts, C. Listening to music as a form of devotion, D. A special type of prayer. Answer: C. Listening to music as a form of devotion. In the Bhakti movement, Saguna Bhakti refers to A. Worship of a formless God, B. Worship of God with attributes, C. Chanting and singing, D. Meditation in isolation. Answer: B. Worship of God with attributes. Nirguna Bhakti, in the Bhakti tradition, is characterized by A. Worship of God with a specific form, B. Pilgrimage to sacred places, C. Worship of a formless, abstract God, D. Offering of sacrifices. Answer: C. Worship of a formless, abstract God. Tarika, in Sufism, refers to A. Pilgrimage to Makkah, B. The spiritual path or method, C. A community meal, D. A religious debate. Answer: B. The spiritual path or method. Murid, in the context of Sufism, means A. A saint, B. A teacher or guide, C. A disciple or follower, D. A religious text. Answer: C. A disciple or follower. The Pir, in Sufism, is A. A place of worship, B. A holy scripture, C. A spiritual guide or teacher, D. A form of musical devotion. Answer: C. A spiritual guide or teacher. Khanka, in Sufi tradition, is A. A special prayer, B. A pilgrimage site, C. A Sufi monastery or spiritual retreat, D. A form of dance. Answer: C. A Sufi monastery or spiritual retreat. Dargah refers to A. A Sufi saint's tomb or shrine, B. A place for community meals, C. A holy book in Sufism, D. A ritual in Sufism. Answer: A. A Sufi saint's tomb or shrine. Which of the following statements best describes the similarity between Bhakti and Sufi movements? A. Both focused on temple and mosque construction, B. Both emphasized the importance of rituals and ceremonies, C. Both sought a personal and emotional connection with the divine, D. Both movements were restricted to urban areas. Answer: C. Both sought a personal and emotional connection with the divine. Why did the Bhakti and Sufi movements gain popularity among the masses? A. They promoted complex rituals that only priests could perform, B. They challenged the ritualistic and orthodox practices of established religions, C. They focused on building grand places of worship, D. They were supported by royal patronage. Answer: B. They challenged the ritualistic and orthodox practices of established religions. The emphasis on a personal god in the Bhakti tradition was a response to A. The rise of temple rituals, B. The decline of Buddhism in India, C. The influence of foreign invaders, D. The teachings of specific scriptures. Answer: A. The rise of temple rituals. What was a significant impact of the Sufi movement on Indian society? A. It led to the establishment of a new religion, B. It encouraged interfaith dialogues and syncretism, C. It emphasized the caste system, D. It promoted the study of foreign languages. Answer: B. It encouraged interfaith dialogues and syncretism. Why was music an essential part of Sufi practice? A. It was a means to achieve spiritual trance and connect with the divine, B. It was a way to challenge orthodox Islamic beliefs, C. It was purely for entertainment purposes, D. It was a method to spread political messages. Answer: A. It was a means to achieve spiritual trance and connect with the divine. Thanks for watching.